We're at 2.5, almost 3 weeks with Holly's litter now. And you can see these little ones, they're really out and about. There's a whole lot of them. They love to do this, kind of piled up, crammed in the tunnel here next to the nest box. They do that all the time, makes them feel good. It's fine. I've never had anyone get hurt that way. But here they are at under 3 weeks old, already nibbling on pellets and food. They're getting good size. Most of these are just kind of starting to roam around the cage. So I'm going to leave the water put up a little bit for another couple of days, but soon I will be putting that down as well, completely flat, so they can start drinking water. They're getting enough milk from mom at this point that I'm not worried about dehydration or anything like that. And they're just starting to try out the food and get their little bellies going, and pretty soon they will be well on their way to being fully independent little rabbits. A lot of people wean at 4 weeks. I like to go a little longer than that, by going more towards 5 or 6 weeks. I've never had a problem with weaning enteritis, which is a digestive issue, a diarrhea issue, that quickly kills young rabbits. I think it's worth the extra week or so to let them nurse and feed with her. It doesn't do anyone any harm. If you want to get her bred back faster, it's fine. You can take her out at any point and breed her now from 2 weeks on. Technically speaking, you could even be breeding her the day after she had her kits, but what you do want to do is give her a couple of weeks with no kits in the cage to rebound, recondition, things like that. So I find that a 5 to 6 week rebreeding schedule works well. By then the kits are, you'll see that she's actually pretty much done with them, and they are usually very independent, don't have any qualms about not being with her. So at that point, the litter will go up into one of my transition cages altogether. I typically, when I wean, take a couple of the bigger ones off first, and just over a few days, wean the whole litter off. Also could completely remove the whole litter. I've done that too with no ill effects. But the big thing for the kits themselves at this point is to give them the time with mom to get her milk, her cecotropes, and get that probiotic balance going in their guts, and that will set them up well for when they do leave her.